All right, I'm joined now by Dan Davies, who is the projected winner here in Peace River North. You're winning your second term. Congratulations, first off, sir.
Thanks, Dub.
You're very welcome. I want to start with this. How concerned were you actually about the Conservative Party and Trevor Bolin in this election? You're kind of running away with it at this point, but was it a concern of yours at all, really, that it might flip to him?
Well, I've done a few between elections and nominations, and I've always been of the angle you always fight like you're losing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always run elections. I've always run my nominations that way. I've always been an on the ground person, talking to people, door knocking, out doing different functions. Always have had a great team on board. And I've always just run the campaign, just like that. I knew that the BC Conservative Party locally would definitely take some votes away. A lot of that's around brand confusion, as the BC Conservative Party and the right of center BC Liberal Party.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. I mean, I congratulate Trevor as well. And like I say, it's a race, and I fight it like any other race.
All right, and you say you fight it like any other race, but this one was a little different, of course, because of the pandemic. So talk to me a bit about campaigning during the pandemic. I mean, you have, I believe, the second largest riding by area in the province.
Yeah.
What was that like for you to get around and try to be socially distant and safe while still, meeting people and talking to them?
Yeah, well, it certainly was different. We did a lot less door knocking than we did back in 2017. Of course, a lot of that was around being a snap election. And I don't think we need to keep in mind that this was John Horgan that called this election. He called this purely for his own selfish, goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people are going to look back on this and hold him to account on a lot of this. But that being said, there was a lot of social media. That's definitely something that was different. We even just, the way, like, I'm up in Fort Nelson, doing tailgates, standing in the back of my box of my pickup in a parking lot, talking to people. I mean, I never did that before in 2017. So it's just, a lot of different things being done, a lot more social media, a lot more telephone calls. We made, oh my goodness, I think we were close to 9,000 or 10,000 phone calls that were made during this campaign. Just an incredible, effort made by myself and my team. And like I say, that was definitely something different. We did lots of door knocking in 2017. This time we did lots of phone calls. That's just the way it was.
All right, Dan, and I mean, you mentioned it, right? John Horgan pulled the trigger on this one. It was a risk, and for him tonight, it looks like a big reward. NDP have a big majority, or at least projected to have a big majority. How do you work with a majority government when you're in the opposition, when for votes, they don't really need you, but I mean, as Mike Bernier said, they didn't really need you before, but how do you approach it differently this time around?
Well, you know what, and we don't approach it differently. I mean, the NDP have a majority. They in essence had a functional majority in the last parliament. They were propped up by the Green Party. This time they're not, but the outcome is not going to be any different. It's going to be hard for us to, move. Well, we're not going to move any of our own legislation forward, unfortunately. We were hoping, ICBC, we were going to open that up to competition. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. We will continue to do our job, though, as the opposition, to look at each bill that's brought forward and make sure that, that it is working best for all British Columbians, not just a select few, not just focusing on people that live in the Lower Mainland or Victoria. That is what we do as opposition, introduce amendments when we can, and represent the people that live up here. So it's not going to change a lot. It's unfortunate that we are opposition, but we've had great successes as opposition. I've had great successes as the MLA for Peace River North, working with an opposition. I've had lots of great relationships with different ministers, and that's still key. I mean, we need to continue to make sure that the ministers understand they are a minister of the province of British Columbia, not of just a certain area. So we need to make sure that we continue to advocate for people that live here in Peace River North, and that's what I will continue to do.
All right, Dan. Well, congratulations again. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us tonight.
Yeah, my pleasure, Dub, and thank you guys.
You're very welcome. It's Dan Davies, the projected winner in Peace River North. Now, we're going to talk to Adam again about some numbers again. Adam, why don't we go through the Peace River North numbers once again?
And we do have a few more new numbers, and it is still basically going along the lines of what we just talked to Dan about, projected winner being Dan Davies with 3,615 votes. The second is Trevor Bolin and the Conservative Party with 2,351, followed by Danielle Monroe of the BC NDP. Now, we've only got 6,500 votes so far, and there's only 12 more ballot boxes. So maybe the story tonight is going to be not just that Dan won, but that we have a really horrible voter turnout. We'll have to wait and see, but we had 14,000 votes in 2017, so we're a long ways away from that number, even if we add the other 1,500 that were mail-in votes that haven't been counted yet. In Peace River South, not as bad of a turnout, but still definitely lower than what they've had in the past, and they're almost done now. They've got one more ballot box to count, so it's safe to say they've had a very low voter turnout there. Mike Bernier with 3,105 votes, Kathleen Connolly 1,894, Corey Grizz Longley 863, and Dorothy Shannon Smith with 173. And again, if I could just look this up here, I think in the last election, bear with me 1 second here, I got to scroll to the top of the right page. Didn't have this prep because we didn't think they were almost done counting. Yeah, in the last election, there was 9,300 votes in Peace River South, and we're just about 6,000 with one more ballot box to count. So That is a major, major difference in voter turnout.
Wow. Wow, incredible. More to come on that story. We'll look at the projected numbers again. Province-wide, the NDP looking to form a pretty big majority here, projected to win 55 seats. The Liberals going to form the official opposition with 29 seats, and the Green Party right now projected to hold the 3 seats that they had at this start, or that they won in the last election, I should say. For more information and to follow the live stream, you can check us out at energeticcity.ca/election.
Energetic Country.